first thing you have to do with Barry Bonds, you have to decide whether to accept or reject the whole scandal around Barry Bonds. You can't really separate those two things. Obviously, there's a trial still scheduled at some point. There's always the steroid allegations. That's part of it. That's part of the Barry Bonds story. Now, if you're looking at just on the field, at what he did, clearly the case can be made very strongly that Barry Bonds was the athlete of the decade. And that said, he didn't even play all the 2000s. His last season was 2007. He was out most of 2005 because of injury. But when you look at Barry Bonds and what he did on the field, it's hard to compare that performance to any other era, any other player. Babe Ruth, Stan Musial, Lou Gehrig, DiMaggio. The home runs, the times he got on base, what Barry Bonds accomplished, we may never see again. Barry Bonds won 7 MVP awards in his entire career. 4 of those were in the decade: 2001, 2002, 2003, and 2004. You look at his 2004 season. Now he hits .362, gets 232 walks, 120 intentional walks, on-base percentage of .609. The guy is reaching base 61% of the time. I mean, you can't do that in slow-pitch softball. You can't do that in backyard wiffle ball. The guy is getting on base all the time. I mean, that to me is one of the hearts of it, of the argument for Barry Bonds. He was so good that teams would not pitch to him. They just simply took him out of the game. We even asked our great golf writer, Doug Ferguson, asked Tiger Woods that exact question over in China. Who would you consider athlete of the decade? And of course, Tiger took himself out of it, narrowed it down very quickly to Barry Bonds or Roger Federer, thought about it, and then said, it's Bonds. What Tiger said basically was, you had the scandal, but if you remove that, Barry Bonds was the one who changed the game. It's very hard, though, to separate the two and just think of Barry Bonds' performance. Many fans are going to think, well, of course he had great numbers and great things. It's because of the things he's alleged to have done.